What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Angry J Gaming. I am a live streamer on Facebook Gaming, mainly stream this game right here, which is American Truck Simulator. So if you guys want to check out this game on a weekly basis, in the description of the video will be my Facebook gaming page. You guys can click on that and hit that follow button and get the notifications of when we go live. But for today, guys, I'm going to show you how to put your own logos on the steps and on the side of the doors and the sleeper here for Jon Ruda's Kenworth W900. Now, this only works, I'm only going to show you how to do this truck. Now, Jon Ruda's trucks, you can do this to all of them. You can do it to this truck, you can do it to the Peterbilt, you can do it to the Freightliner, but I'm going to show you how to do it to this truck today. Now, it'll still work for the rest of the trucks, it's just different files. So if you guys get a good understanding of how to do it with the W900 here today, you can then take that process and go over to the Peterbilt and the Freightliner and do the exact same thing. Now, this does not work on every single modded truck out there. This only works on certain trucks where they give you the option to put your own logo on your truck. The other way to do it is you have to make a complete truck skin with your logo on it. Now, like I just said, Jon Ruda and a couple others, they actually give you the option, which is what we're going to go through first, of putting your logo on your truck. So we're going to check that out. So this only applies to that. It does not apply to all modded trucks, just Jon Ruda in this case. Now, you guys are also going to need paint.net or Photoshop to do this. I'm going to be showing you how to do it in paint.net, which is a free painting program. And I'm going to assume that you guys have an understanding of how to use paint.net. If you don't, I would recommend going and watching a different tutorial video on how to do that stuff. You can still watch this because it's not that difficult, but we're going to go through with paint.net. Like I said, if you don't know exactly how to understand it, maybe get you a tutorial video on that. So anyways, let's get into it. First thing we need to understand is where the logo is going to go. So if you guys have never seen this truck before, if you go in here to your accessory options and you get down here, you've got a front logo. Okay, we got that there. We got a company logo, which he kind of has some pre-put company logos in here. And as you guys can see, when you need to understand where these are going to go. You have a Summit black, a Summit white, and eventually once we get into it, we're going to use the Your Logo black or Your Logo white. Now, the color is not going to matter. When we make when we redo our files, it's not going to matter whether you're in the black or the white. It's going to be whatever color we make it, okay? Don't worry that there's, already some wording here on this door. That is from the actual truck skin. Let's just get rid of that. Oh, that's got it on there too. There we go. So let's just go there. Now let's go back and just so we understand. Company logo. So we're going to have your logo front door, your logo rear. Okay, so that's there. And then down here on the stairs, let's just go with a painted set. Let's go back to them. Okay, so down here, I've already changed it. I've already changed mine to Angry J Gaming. But there you can see I have mine saved under Your Logo black. But if I switch it to Your Logo white, it says Your Logo front steps. Now let's go ahead and add a step here. Because there is a rear step on this truck, which I might not be able to do with this frame. So let me just get the long frame. There we go. So let's go ahead and apply a rear custom chrome step. Okay, so here you go again. Your Logo rear steps. Now you see, guys, that is 3 different files that we're gonna have to change. Your Logo rear step, Your Logo front step, Your Logo front doors also has the Your Logo rear in it. Okay, so that's 3 different files. Now, the other thing we're gonna change today, guys, is the custom mud flap option. So if you click back here on the mud flaps, you got the very, very top is your mud flaps. Now, again, I've already created my own. We'll go into it and I'll show you how to do it anyway. But that's the option there, and it's only 1 file. So all together, guys, we're going to change 4 files today. Okay, you got your mud flaps, got your rear logo, rear step, Your Logo rear step, Your Logo front step, Your Logo front doors. Okay, so just kind of keep in mind that's where those are going to be placed, and we are going to exit the game. Let's get out of here. Shut the game down. Okay, so now also, guys, to get this truck, this is a paid mod truck produced by Jon Ruda. So if you do not already have this truck and you wanted to do this, you have to go buy it from Mr. Jon Ruda. Okay, and I will have a link in the description to that as well. Now I'm also gonna just assume, guys, that you know how to download it because I have a video on how to download mods and put them in game. So if this is your first time with a first mod, you've never done this before, go watch that video first and then come back to this one. Anyways, when you go and download the truck from Mr. Jon Ruda, this is what one of your files is going to look like. Now, this is all zipped up, and you need it in this form right here to do what we're about to do today. So just double click on it. It's going to open up. And again, our WinRAR is going to come up. Shut that off. So the 1.40 open definition W900 custom file is the only file we're going to be into today. Now we're going to change some files in it, but this is the only file that we're going to mess with. Now, if you're not putting any of your own logos on this truck, you do not ever need to put this file into your game, okay? You don't need it. But for anybody like myself who likes to customize their truck, you will be putting this file into the game. So here it is. We're going to right click on it. We're going to hit view file. Okay, now look at all this stuff that's going to pop up. Get rid of that. Now down here is also your templates, guys. If you wanted to skin the entire truck, we are not going to be doing that today, but that is where the templates are, okay? And right now you want to go to vehicle, and I'm just double clicking on it, by the way. Truck, upgrade, and here we go, guys. Look at this. Company logo is here, and then mud flaps would be right here, okay? So let's just go ahead and start with company logo. I'm going to just double click on it. There's the only one file, W900. Now, guys, look at all this. So you remember when we started at the beginning, you had the Summit files, black, Summit, black front step, Summit, black rear step, Summit rear, black, Summit rear right. Okay, you see the Summit stuff. So that is all of the Summit trucking that he already has in there. We are going to be down here in the your logo stuff, okay? Now, like I said, you don't have to change all of these. It depends on what you want. Like I typically don't run a rear step on my trucks. I usually obviously just have the one underneath the doors. And then if you want to change the front logo on the doors on the doors of the truck. So the first thing we're going to do, guys, is we're just going to go your logo, and we're just going to go with the black. Again, the colors are not going to matter. They're not going to matter when we get into it. So all I did was double click on it, guys. It is opened up with paint.net. Again, if you do not have paint.net, you need to get it, or Photoshop, so you can open this file. So this is exactly what it said. Remember, it said your logo front doors, okay? So we're going to change that. And you can change this to whatever you want, guys. You can do whatever you want with this. The first thing we're going to do, and again, I'm assuming you have an understanding of paint.net, we're going to add a new layer. You see that? So we're going to add a new layer. And here's the beauty of this, guys. You can get in here and you can type whatever you want in here if you wanted to. You can put a picture in it. I'm not going to get too carried away today, guys. I'm just going to write, I don't know. Actually, guys, for this one, we're going to put a logo here, and we're going to put our DOT numbers on the sleeper door. So this is your front door of your truck. So let's just go ahead and add a logo to it. Open up. Do I have one? Nope. Okay. So I'm just going to open up one of my logos. Here's one right here. Okay. I'm just going to copy and paste it. Actually, no, I don't want that. I want a little, I want the actual, this guy. This is what I want. That's not exactly what I wanted, but okay. So I'm just going to take the actual logo here, this head. So I'm just going to copy it, guys. And as you can see, I'm on my layer 2, okay? And I'm just going to paste it. Yeah, keep canvas size. Now, your guys' pictures, you know, if you're going to put a picture in here, your pictures might be smaller or bigger. But you just kind of want to make it, because remember, the wording behind here is in the center of the driver's door. So you just want to take whatever you're putting here and kind of put right over top of it. I leave this background here for right now so that I have an understanding. So that way my logo is not over here, down here, or too low. This is the center of the door. So I'm just going to put that logo right there. And you can, you know, you might have to go in and do this 2 or 3 times to get it exactly where you want it. I'm just going to put that right there. I hope it's not too big. And there it is. So at this point, guys, this is what I want on my door. So I'm going to come down here to background, and I'm going to delete that bottom layer, okay? Now, this is the same file, guys, that we opened up. This is what we opened up, your logo front door. So now that we've done that, we're just going to come up here and hit File, Save. And you're going to select Save Configuration, okay? Now, at this point in time, guys, I just want you to drop paint.net. Don't leave it. Don't exit out. Just drop it down. Because then this is going to come up. File, your logo _ black DDS was modified. Do you want to update it in the archive? Yes. Okay, so it updated. Now, again, just drop this menu down. Give it a second here. There's another one that's going to pop up, and you want to accept that as well. There it is. File 1.40 open definition KW W9 custom was modified. Do you wish to update it? Yes. So you have to do that twice, guys. So in each file, you're going to say yes twice. If you do not get the prompt to say yes twice, you didn't do it correctly. Okay, so there it is. We fixed the one file. So I'm just going to close out my WinRAR because every time, this might not happen to you, but it does to me. Every time I save one of these files, my WinRAR freezes up and I have to close it anyway. So every time I change one of these, I'm going to exit WinRAR and start all over. So we just changed the Your Logo front door. So we're going to open it back up. And this is going to be good repetition so you guys know where to go. So double click on your file, go to your open definition, right click to view file, get rid of this thing when it pops up, there it is. Go vehicle, go truck, go upgrade, go back into company logo, go W900. Now we did that, Your Logo black DDS. So now we're going to go Your Logo black front step. Now this is the one that I've already changed. And I'm going to get rid of all this so I don't confuse anybody. I'm just going to shut all this stuff down. Get rid of all that so I don't confuse anybody. So I've already done that one, so I'm just going to go to black rear. I'm just going to go to black rear step just to show you guys. So again, this says Your Logo rear steps. So what I'm going to put on here, guys, I'm going to open up another picture. Actually, before I do that, make sure you create a second layer first, guys. Always create a second layer first. We're going to open up a picture. Let's see it, guys. I lost a lot of my pictures here. Dang it, what do I want? This doesn't need to be this hard, guys. Oh, this really doesn't need to be this hard. I'm trying to get different stuff on every piece so that you guys can see the difference. Here's what we're gonna do. So I'm just gonna put words on my rear, on my Your Logo rear steps. Okay, so I'm just gonna go over here and I'm just gonna type in some stuff. I'm gonna make it big so that we can see it. Everything else is probably going to be green, so we're just going to make this green. And I'm just going to type in, I'm going to center this. Come on, get off there. Get off of there. So I'm just going to type highway killer. Now, obviously that's not very cool. It's not very custom, but it's just a tutorial, guys. I'm just going to show you. So it's just going to say highway killer on my rear step. Okay. So I've typed it in there. That's the logo I want, whatever it is. Okay, great. Come down here to your, click on your background layer, delete it. And that's what it's going to look like. So again, go up to file, save, save configuration. Okay. Drop your paint.net. Your file logo was modified. You want to update it? Yes. Remember, drop this one as well. Give it a couple seconds here. It's going to pop up again. There it is. Do you wish to update your archive? Yes. And let that thing go through. So, and again, I'm just going to close all this stuff out because I typically have to see see, close. My WinRAR freezes up every time I do this. It didn't used to do this, and I don't know why it does now. So you guys might not have this problem. I hope you don't. But I'm just going to exit WinRAR completely and start all over on every file. So that's two files, guys. We've changed the door and we've changed the rear step. So we're going to go into it again. Open definition, right click, view file, go to vehicle. Oh, come on. Go to truck, go to upgrade, go to company logo, go to W900. And we're down here again. So we've already did the Your Logo black. We've already done the front step because I did it previously. And I just did the rear step. It says highway killer. Now, Your Logo rear. Again, I'm just picking on black. It doesn't matter which one you do, guys. You can change it. Whether you go in Your Logo black or white, it doesn't matter. When you get in game, you can switch it around. So this is like where, this is going to be on the side box door, your toolbox door of your cab, okay? So this is typically like where you would probably put your DOT numbers, or again, whatever you want. So again, select a second layer. I'm just going to put some words in here. I'm going to put, I don't know, US DOT, and then my numbers, 1287654. All right, that's going to be our US DOT number. Now you can see, guys, this isn't quite over. Like I said, you want to kind of center what you're doing over the existing words because these words are in the center of the parts that we're working on. So I'm just going to move that up a bit so that it is in the center. Let's move this. There we go. So again, not very fancy, not very cool, but it's going to get the job done for today. So that's what we want it to say, US DOT 1287654. I feel like we're missing a number there for a DOT number, but that's okay. So come down to background, delete it, go up to File, and Save. Do you wish to save configuration? Yes. Again, click this down. Drop that down as well. Okay, so you might have to go through a couple of those. Your logo was modified. Do you wish to archive? Yes. You can drop this as well. It'll pop up here. Do you wish to update? Yes. So it's updating down here. And there it goes. So my stuff, again, is going to freeze up. So I'm just going to exit out of it. Yep, see, not responding. Close program. If anybody can help me with that, that'd be awesome. Let me know. And I'm going to go ahead, guys. I'm going to close out all of paint.net again so I don't confuse anybody. So we're basically doing all of these files. We're doing the same thing over and over again, but just a different file each time. So it's kind of a nice repetition here. Okay, so we've done, what is that, 3 now, right? We've done the front door, the front step, the rear door, or 4, I guess, and then the rear, the logo on the side box. So now let's do the mud flaps. So we go to open definition. And again, guys, you left click to highlight it, and then right click to view file, vehicle, get that off of there, truck, upgrade. Now this time, guys, we're going to go to mud flaps. So we're going to go to mud flaps, textures, your mud flaps DDS. And again, I've already changed mine. So I've done the same thing on my mud flaps as I did on the door logos and stuff. You know, previously when I started, there was a square here and it had, I don't remember what in it, and I just copied over top of it. So I'm just going to change this again just to change it. So I'm going to add a new layer. This time I'm going to put this guy on here. Oops, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that right there. File open. There we go. And again, guys, if you do not know how to use paint.net, I mean, anytime you guys have a question, by the way, my Facebook gaming page is going to be in the description of the video. You can definitely go to that and ask me a question, or ask me a question right here in the video. I will try to help you out. But with paint.net, guys, if you don't understand how to do it, just go watch a tutorial video. It's going to be so much easier than me to try to explain it. The entire paint.net process. It's taken me a long time to kind of figure this out. So now and guys, instead of just doing one picture, there's actually 2, because you have 2 mud flaps. So I'm just going to leave, I'm going to put my logo right over my Kenworth emblem that I previously had. And I'm actually going to copy and paste that, and I'm going to put it on this mud flap as well. And there's ways, guys, you can get these the same dimensions on both sides, but I'm just going to freehand it today. So there you go, guys. And actually that's really kind of weird but cool at the same time, and the colors obviously don't match, but you got that Kenworth logo behind my logo. So instead of never mind. So there's our green logo. I'm gonna come down here to background, guys, and I'm gonna delete it. So the same thing. Now this is what our mud flaps are gonna be. I'm gonna come up here, go file, save, click OK, drop paint.net. Do you wish to update the modify the archive? Yes. Put this down. Give it a second. Do you wish to update in the archive? Yes. And let that go. And there it is. Okay, so I think that was all the files. So now we can open the game and go find out. Oh, I'm sorry. No, we can't, guys. I'm so sorry. So now that you've done that, okay, open it back up one more time. You now need to take your definition file and you have to put it in your game. Again, if you don't know how to do that, watch my first video on how to download and install mods, but you'll get a quick little sneak peek here. So I've just taken this open definition file, which is what we just saved all of those new pictures to, and I've put it on my desktop. So now I'm going to go to my American Truck Simulator mod folder, and you know what, guys, I'll just do it real quick. So you go to your documents, guys, go to American Truck Simulator, and then click on mods, and this is where you install all of your mods for American Truck Simulator. That's the very quick version of how to do that. So we're just going to take it off the desktop and we're going to put it into my game. Now I already have this file in my game, so it's going to ask if I want to overwrite it, and I'm going to say yes. Now when you guys are doing this process and you go into the game like we're about to do and you don't like what you've done, it's not quite right, whatever it is, you can just start all over. You just come right back to it and go right, right click on your open definition, view file, go into the file that you want to change and resave it. And then when you do that, you can then again just grab this, put it on your desktop, and then turn around and put it right back into your mod folder. I'm gonna go ahead and delete it, but put it right back in your mod folder and overwrite it, okay? So any changes you want to make, you can go back and change. Now, if you end up going through you've done all your modifications and you don't like any of them, but now you don't have the original your logo on the door, you just have to re-download it, guys. Jon Ruda, he does an awesome job with his downloads. You just always go back to your conversation. I just always go back to Facebook Messenger. That's how I got my files from him. And I just click on the link and re-download it, and it'll give you a brand new clean file. It's a clean file. So don't worry about messing it up. You can always just re-download the mod, from Jon Ruda and do it again. So I'm going to go back to Truck Manager, guys. That's where I have Mr. Ruda's truck currently sitting. Here it is. We're going to go to upgrade. Now we're going to go and check out. See, look, guys, it looks exactly like it did when we left. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to throw a different paint job on here. Could we just put a color? Where's a color? Pure red. All right. So I'm just going to put pure red. I'm going to go to accessories. Now this one down here, guys, I never changed. I never changed this one down here. So there's the Summit. There's the blah, blah, blah. So that one's still going to be orange. But now when we come up here to company logo on the door, look at that, guys. So I changed the file your logo black. See that? I just changed the your logo black and then the your logo rear black. Okay, so that put our head on there and that put our DOT number. Now, obviously, you guys can see I could have made that way bigger. I could have made it longer. I could have done so many things with that I just didn't take the time to do because I'm trying to make a quick video for you guys. So there you go. It's on there. If you don't want it on there, get rid of it. There's the Summit trucking stuff. And you guys can kind of see if you go in, they've got a lot of stuff on the Summit trucking. If you guys don't know what a DOT number should look like, if you guys are really not familiar with trucking, that is a perfect example of what a DOT number look like. You'd have the Summit trucking, the US DOT number. He's got his motor carrier number on there as well. So this has all the information from Spokane, Washington, and he also has the VIN number to the truck. So a trucking company, a US DOT number. You don't have to have motor carrier, but mainly then a city and state, guys. All right, so there's that. Now let's put a bigger frame on here so we can see our rear step. Okay, there it is, chrome. And there it is, guys. Your logo black, highway killer. Very generic. Oops, let's just go ahead and change this back. There we go. Very, very generic. And it does this to both sides, guys. All right, you don't have to do each side. It's on both sides now. And the old, back in the day, guys, or if you guys make your own truck skins from templates, you have to actually flip those logos from one side to the other so they read correctly. Jon Ruda has done an amazing, fantastic job of being able to just add your logos to the truck like this. Now, you guys can see on these steps, when I took the time to build this first one, I actually lowered the logo a little bit on the step because as you can see on our rear step, that highway killer is kind of right in the bend. So I went back in and just kind of lowered it a little bit. And those are the things you have to do. You have to tweak. Like I would definitely go back in and add more to this or make the wording bigger or, do something different. And then our mud flaps. There's our mud flaps, guys. It's already on there. And if you don't know how to do that, you just come back to your mud flaps and you select the top one, which is your mud flaps. So there you go, guys. That is how you put your logos on Jon Ruda's Kenworth W900. Now, once again, this will work the same for the Peterbilt 389 and the Freightliner Classic XL. You just, again, open up that main file that you downloaded from Mr. Ruda, find that definition file, and go in there. Oh, and one other thing. If you guys have never used the definition file before, you have to make sure that you put that at the top of your mod list. So I'm going to go to my mod list real quick and show you just to make sure. Now, there's a lot of mods in here right now, guys. Just ignore everything else, okay? So our Jon Ruda stuff. When you guys download the mod, it comes with a picture. It says, here's the order that you have to have the files in. Okay, so follow that. Okay, always follow that. There's your wheels up to your engine sounds, and they're all in order. You also then take your open definition and just put it above your truck files. As you guys can see, I've got Pro Mods Canada on top of it. It works fine, but always put your open definition file on top of your truck files. And again, they have to be in order, because if they are not in order, the game will crash, as you have probably already figured out. So let's go back in here one more time and check it out. Truck manager. And check this guy out one more time. And I didn't save anything, guys, so it's going to go back to the way it was. I'll just throw my logo on there one more time. As you can see, it kind of overrides the... there we go. Yeah, there you go. Good enough. You can just kind of see that it's all still there, although I didn't save anything. So then if I come down here and click on that, and then add our logo, there it is. All right, guys, once again, not the prettiest thing in the world, not the most custom thing in the world, but that is the short and quick of it, 26 minute quick of it, how to put your own logos on Jon Ruda's trucks, guys. I do hope you enjoy this. If it did help you out, please hit that thumbs up on the video. You can also hit subscribe, and then come check out the Facebook page, guys. We stream this at least 3 times a week, so come over and have a good time with us, guys. Hopefully this video did help you, and until next time, guys, see ya!